As you know, Chromebooks are on their way. And cloud computing has been getting a lot of buzz, particularly in the IT and enterprise sector as far as lowering their overall operation costs. Could you live in the cloud? Speaking for myself personally, what do I do when I first fire up my computer? Well, I check my Gmail. I log into my messaging accounts, which I'll be able to find a replacement for on Chrome OS. The only possibility for that would be Skype, but there are obviously other chat clients that, other than Skype, I could just give people other, I don't have to use Skype, but yeah. I'm obviously on YouTube, and I like to surf the various technology blogs. We'll get to that in just a moment. I've even completed a lot of my undergraduate degree online. Not completely, in the sense that we meet on campus for lectures, but our assignments are handled through Web Campus. These are obviously example shots only. In fact, this coming up term, my fall class, 2 of the 3 of those classes that I'm taking are going to be basically taking place in the cloud. They're going to be taking place online. The only thing I haven't done is switch my word processing over to the cloud. And I could easily do that through way of Google Docs or the Office, Microsoft Office, and the Windows Live SkyDrive. I just haven't done it yet. Wouldn't be any difficulty to get over there, though. The only thing that I probably might have a problem with is virtualization, but I don't really virtualize my machines much anymore. More often than not, I'll take the ISO and you test it on regular hardware, and and utilize that. But 90% of what I do already depends on the cloud. My email depends on the cloud. Connecting with my friends depends on the cloud. Now, obviously, you have cell phones and other stuff like that, but yeah, when it comes to strictly when we're talking about using the computer. Facebook, obviously. YouTube. Reading my tech blogs, and I may decide to start visiting CNN's website and catching up on other news. My educational endeavors. So basically, most of it's already taking place online. The only real things, like I said, there is no Skype client that I'm aware of for Chrome OS, but that's alright. I could always use something else as far as video calls. So that's not going to be a problem, especially since Google Talk now supports AOL Instant Messenger. So really the only thing that I would not be able to do is virtualize. Oh, and you're probably thinking, well, what about watching movies or listening to music? There's going to be an offline media player. And I really don't watch movies all that much. I'll go to the theater, and then maybe I'll buy something if it looks good when it comes out on disc. But I'm wondering, when, a lot of people just get Netflix, and you can use Netflix online. And you can also cache your local apps for offline storage for Chrome OS specifically. But overall, I could easily see myself living in the cloud. What about you? Do you think you could live in the cloud? Do you think you could, given your personal computing endeavors, do you think that you could honestly live in the cloud? And a lot of people are thinking, well, what about all my personal data? That's true. That is very true, and that is why I'm glad that you can plug in an SD card and save to local storage to a local flash disk on Chrome OS, and maybe we'll see something similar with Windows, and Macintosh is already doing it with Mobile Me. We'll have to see. But do you think you could honestly live in the cloud? I think I could. Thank you for watching. Comments are welcome.